episode, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits join forces to play Dungeons & Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Welcome back to Botched. We're doing an in-between episode following the thrilling conclusion of Season 1.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, it was the best.
Sure do remember it.
I liked how we did the things.
Oh, and that one time at the very end when we did
with
the
that
things...
with that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With the attack rolls were great.
Oh, just the...
To
we
die
have
for.
the best attack rolls. I'm Tristan, and I'll be DMing a short intermission for us to get ready with Austin's campaign, which will be coming up in Season 2.
Yay.
Very excited. So for tonight, we have just me, Austin, Phil, and John playing Dennis is away on business.
Not pleasure. Just business.
No, definitely business.
If you want to go around and introduce yourselves and your characters.
Alright, my name is Austin. I play D&D with these guys. It's like not my first time, I promise. I am playing Hugh, or Hugh Shoveler, and I'm a labourer. And I'm basically all the NPCs from Fable.
Philip, I'll be playing Alden Warsman. I am a merchant.
What do you sell?
Don't know yet. Undecided.
All right.
Sax.
He's an undecided salesman.
Sex salesman.
Sax. Musical instruments. Woodwinds.
Well, I mean, sax sells.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. Just walks around whistling that in the marketplace.
This is John. I'm going to be playing Baldric Godwin Landon Oswin IV, the fifth son of a minor noble house.
Out to prove his worth, no doubt.
Obviously, I need to prove that my dick is just as big as my brother's,
If not.
if not larger.
What a tallywhacker you got there.
Why, thank you.
I heard your brother's is bigger.
My brother wears a codpiece.
Well, he's got to wear two of them for dick that big.
You talking about Big Dick Billy?
It is.
That's the man.
Billy Oswin. The first.
Billy Oswin.
Not even William.
Back in town.
just
back in
Billy,
town.
Just Billiam.
Billiam Billiardsworth.
Tonight's episodes are set in the town of Stockton. It is the Great Harvest Fair because it is autumn and everyone is celebrating a bountiful harvest for the year. There are games and sales, parades, fireworks. So you're all generally in the square of this town. It's a pretty big town bordering on a minor small city. There's a fountain, cobblestones all around it, a bunch of stands set up. People are selling meat on a stick, meat pies. No oysters, clams, or cockles.
Oh.
Shovels.
We're in the wrong part of town for oysters, clams, and chuckles.
Always in the wrong part of town.
There is a river that borders the town. So the town is kind of the River U's, and the town is around it. There's a bridge. The River U.
Yeah, it's named after me, eh?
I believe you meant to say the river bends.
I got the bends.
Look at that bends. You've never
Baby's got the pen.
Eaten?
never eaten. Okay.
So what would you find yourselves doing in this square during Harvest Festival?
So there are fireworks going off?
There will be.
Oh, there will be.
And so around the fountain, of course, it's like a music festival stages. There's three of them facing different directions.
Oh, yeah.
Performers, people with ribbons streaming on sticks.
Yeah, I'm going for that one. I want to see the ribbon sticks. Oh, how are they doing that? He's magic right there. Sure is.
Do you want to buy a ribbon stick?
Oh, no. I just want to watch. I've been working all year, and I've got 6 gold, so...
You is taking in the sight on stage 3 with
Sure is.
all the ribbon dancers.
Oh, real pretty, like.
Mesmerizing.
Fanciful.
I'm probably selling some late harvest apples, corn, produce,
I guess this was
squash,
by the time of the trade with the New World. We got squash and corn.
maize.
Maize. It's very multicolored. kind of
Cacao.
hard. Do you want to do a performance to get people to come by your stand?
Sure.
What's your sales call? What are you yelling?
Apples. Get your apples. I got some apples.
Succinct. I like it. Man knows how to do business.
Middle-aged woman walks up.
It was an 11 performance.
What are you selling?
Are you not listening?
No.
I got apples and corn and late harvest squash.
Are they organic?
Why, yes, they are. And they're gluten free.
Okay.
Certified non-GMO.
It's 18 deception.
I'll have 2 apples.
Yes. Yeah, I'm selling apples.
She believes that they are non-GMO organic superfoods,
Gluten free.
gluten-free apples, and buys a bunch of them. You get a gold.
Thank you.
Everything's a gold.
Can I try to upsell her to get some more gold out of her? Oh, you can't take these without getting more of these.
They
It's the
keep,
same kind
they
of
keep
apple.
the vapors away.
That's right. 15?
Yeah, she's a big old dummy.
Oh, man.
Kind of drunk.
Prevents the consumption.
That does hate me, the consumption. She says in a gravelly voice.
I'm going to go one more time on
I'm a
her.
kindly old lady.
Convince her that these beetroots will war away demons if you nail them to your door to the house. And windows. You have to nail them all around the windows and doors to keep demons out. 15.
How many do you have?
Only 6 bushels.
I'll take 8.
I'll have the other 2 delivered to you.
Thank you, sir.
Just pay
Thank
up
you.
front.
You're now out of beets and mostly of apples, so probably want to pack up your things and get partying.
How much gold did I make over her?
7.
Okay, yeah, that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start breaking down my stand, getting things in order.
And the royalty?
Baldric is most likely taking in the music, perusing the wares, just trying to enjoy himself around such dirtiness,
Such common company.
such common company.
Wineskin, no doubt.
Not flagon.
Flagon.
Of ale.
You have to rub elbows with these people. You might as well drink like them.
Exactly.
These dogs. Is that right, you?
How many people are around?
A couple hundred.
Okay, that's too many to buy around.
Merriment. But if you're just in like the doorway of the tavern, if you go inside, there's probably only about 30.
Okay, I'll buy around for the tavern.
All right. Cost you about 2 gold.
The entire tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're selling lightest natural beer that they've got.
Skunk sale.
It's a batch that went bad, but they saved it for harvest anyway. Harvest ale.
Skunk's famous harvest ale.
It's made from beets and squash and corn and apples.
All of
Oh
which...
boy!
Delicious.
The best
Mashed out
damn
back
ale.
by foot.
Barefoot.
By foot of donkey. The music's really good, and the ribbon dancers are mesmerizing. And the bands finish up, and the sun starts to go down a little bit. It's about evening time. And people start streaming away down the 3 major thoroughfares. Some of them are headed towards the temple. Some of them are headed towards the fair, where there'll be games and fireworks. And others are just kind of streaming more downtown to get more drunk.
Yo's gonna go to the fair. He wants to see pretty fireworks. He's seen them as a child once, he thinks, maybe.
Brought a tear to
Could
my
have just
eye.
been a cloud. He's not a smart man.
Could have just been smacked on the back of the head.
Well,
once, too many times.
That's not a could. That's a definite.
Seen stars.
Yeah.
Mistook them for fireworks.
Sometimes he likes to hit himself with his own shovel just to see the fireworks again. Brings back memories he's lost.
And then they're lost again.
And before he hits himself in the face with a shovel, he likes to eat a tin of cat food and sniff glue.
And as
It's the only way he
people
can
are,
go to sleep.
as people are streaming out, everyone's passing out harvest masks for everyone to wear. So there's corn shuck masks, beet nose masks.
Mine's just mashed apples. It's not even a mask. It's just cover my
applesauce on your
face in
face.
applesauce. Yeah,
Um,
I'm keeping with tradition.
I'm going to try and find a pumpkin mask.
Okay, you do.
I'm going to be the Pumpkin King. Is that a perception, try and find somebody that's got a pumpkin
Like a
mask.
jack-o'-lantern mask?
Yeah, something like that. Real low. 11.
Yeah, you find one.
Okay. I'd settle for
Wearing a
turnip.
pumpkin hat.
Just a pumpkin
It's-
on my head, just
it's a little,
tied to my chin.
He is the Duke of Gord.
It was carved a few days ago. It's a little droopy. It smells bad.
Oh, he's terrifying.
That's how I like it. Droopy and stinky.
Got a bit of a droop
kinda-
going on.
Kind of hard to drink your flagon through it. Alden,
Yes.
where would you like to go?
To the fair as well. Head down to the fairgrounds.
Oh, if
Down-
I hadn't mentioned I'm going to the fair.
Lovely.
Do they have like games and rides down on the fair?
But of course,
All right.
Down on the farm.
we'll get there.
Down on the fair.
So you follow the flowing crowd, and there's a bunch of tents just outside of the city limits. There is a roped-off area that has boulder tossing. There's a tent where there's a drinking competition, and there's a very large tent where the main event is, and it is the prize donkey show. Ribbon streamers dancing all around.
Do we have to bring our own donkey? Or are we,
If you-
are we the donkey?
BYOD.
You had to have registered a week prior
Oh, I don't know.
for inspection.
Oh, I don't
Probably best not to go to the donkey show.
might happen the same way last year happened. When I get kicked out.
Donkey kicked.
Yeah, well, a little bit of both.
The
I
Osmond
got
family.
a bit handsy with one of the contestants. Reminded me of my sister.
Osmond's family, of course, has a show donkey.
Of course.
It's a real hard donkey. No, I'm not going to the donkey show.
Manes and braids. It's
They
got
just
some
shoo me
flowers.
away. They're like, nope, not you.
Nope.
Not you, you.
No.
Get
You
out
have
of
your
here.
picture on the front.
It's really
No
a
entry. It's just a picture
You must
of
be
you.
not this man to enter.
Crude drawing of you with a big red X through it.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't remember the big X on me, but I guess that's the mash max.
Well,
Mask.
you are wearing a mask.
Yeah, ooh.
He might not recognize you.
No, I'm not going to risk it. I don't. I offended too many donkeys last time.
Anybody want to take part in the merriment?
Baldwin will hobnob with these commoners at the drinking competition.
Aye.
I'll start there as well.
Yeah.
So there's
Is there
About-
a fee to get in?
only if you lose.
Okay.
If you vomit, you have to pay for all your drinks.
What if I then collect the vomit and then re-drink it?
You get to be in
It's the loophole.
second elimination round. So
Not that I would do anything like that, being prim and proper.
I might.
yeah,
In fact,
You're
I'm
gonna-
planning on it.
you're gonna drink that.
He's been practicing year round.
Well, it came out of me. It's precious. Better
not
put it
like
back
it-
in.
It's not like it's donkey vomit.
He just stands by
Yeah,
the.
no, that's expensive. It is.
You just stands by the vomit collection bucket
The
in the
vomitorium,
corner
yeah.
corner of the tent. and just
That's a ladle.
ladles it out.
He uses his shovel.
His shovel.
So there's 4 tables set up in a square, kind of like picnic wooden table style. By sheer coincidence, you are all seated at the same table. You don't know each other. And there's a table next to you full of Scotsmen, and then just random fairgoers on the other ones and next to you.
Just a smattering of randos throughout the tent.
They have it set up actually pretty cool. There's a barrel at each table set up on a stand, and a
Is
cone.
this a team fight?
Yeah, it's a race between the tables.
All right.
Whichever table can finish their barrel first is the winner, and then the 2 who drank the most from that table will then have a
A drink off.
Indiana Jones style drink off. Call that athletics, I guess. Yeah. Well, athletics to pour quickly, and then con to not
Okay.
vom.
I
And
love that most of the time that we as a party do con checks. It's
for
to
drinking,
not
not
vomiting
vomiting.
and
to
drinking.
not-
I mean, why break with tradition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I sit down, I'll introduce myself to them. Greetings, fellows. My name is Baldric Godwin
The fuck
Landon.
are you doing here?
I can hob knobs,
What?
and I do enjoy hobbing knobs.
What? Are you hitting on him? Oh, I'm you.
I don't think
Uh,
so. You?
Yeah, you. You shoveler.
Baldric.
You don't want to touch my hand. You don't know where it's been. You don't know. Oh, yeah, you.
Under the table right now.
Oh, you
Baldric kind of cringes a little bit.
All right then.
Happy he's seated across from you, not next to.
I may be in the splash zone if I'm sitting across from you.
Well, there's a keg in between you.
Oh, thank God.
A barrel.
The plastic sheet.
This
Tarpaulin.
skin of a donkey.
Oh, I remember that donkey.
Buttercup.
It's a sorry thing they had to do after I was done with it. Good to see us still using it.
Best donkey pies I ever had, though.
Before and after.
Ground it up and made it into a drink.
Mm.
Best donkey punch I've had
Yeah.
in years.
Sure was.
All right, so group roll for athletics to get your keg tapped and flowing.
20.
17.
5.
The other two people at your table got a 19 and a 10, so you guys will get that thing flowing. The other two tables are a bit behind you on the tapping, so they maybe haven't tapped a keg very well before.
Yeah, freshman.
Yeah,
I'm used to having other people tap my kegs for me.
that's-
I'm gonna make a snide comment to Oswin. Like, I mean, you said you could hang out with us. You
Said
said
I-
you could knob my halls and whatnots.
Yeah, there's a knob hopping going on.
Come on,
and
pull
Oaks,
your weight.
Pull mine too.
Constitution.
Nat 20, so 23.
Baldwin shuts you up by quaffing a pint in a single gulp,
17.
not far behind him.
15.
And the other two people at your table, one drinks faster than you and one a bit slower, but all quite quickly.
And I'll tip my mask to Oswin, saying, "Oh, well, yeah, way to shut me up."
You can call me Baldric.
One of the tables drinks at the same pace as you, but since they're behind on the tap, they're a bit behind. And then the other table is just... The other two tables are way behind. Say these barrels aren't very big, so we're going to do...
So probably mini keg size.
Yeah,
So
about,
Party ball?
5 liter.
yeah, about 5 rounds total. So
Is this the athletics again?
this is Constitution.
Okay.
21.
15.
17.
Okay. The table that was drinking rather quickly is still right on your tail, almost catching up, but the other two are still way behind. One of the people at the third table actually vomits after the second beer, so they're going to have to scoop up that vomit and drink it if they want to be back in, because das ist illegal.
Well, do they?
One of them makes a great show of it.
All of their vomit.
There was only the one person vomited.
Oh, okay.
And the best drinker at that table gets up and goes to the side of the table, while the other two people take their hands and kind of shove it across the table while his mouth is under the edge of it into his mouth. And he
That reminds me of
guzzles
my
it down.
childhood. It's mom's cooking right there.
Aye. Smacks his lips and sits back down, but still quite behind. 3.
16.
16.
21.
The other two people at your table are fucking amazing. 16 and 17 for them too. And then the table that's close to you has a bit of a rough patch there. One of the guys chokes on his beers but does not vomit. And the other 4 guys just kind of drink at an average pace. And then another vomit on the table that vomited before.
It's a chain reaction.
And then the last table is completely average. So if you guys win this round again...
With the vomit table.
They gotta drink it up.
Now, hold on real quick. Is it the same guy drinking the second batch of vomit?
He says, "No, Pod, you're up."
All right.
Another guy who was one of the ones who was the scoopers before,
It's now the receiver.
now the receiver, and the other 4 on the table shovel it towards
There's a
him.
scooper and a swallower.
The
There
swallower
always
crits his swallow.
Oh, man.
It's quite a sight to behold.
And wants more.
It says, "Aye, is that all?"
There's a great deal of pitching and catching going on at that table.
I think they're doing it on purpose, says the guy next to you.
Wouldn't put it past those Scots.
Hi!
Oh, no offense.
Your two fellows, one still keeping it on like a boss, the other one is slowing down a bit.
8.
You're just kind of you've got like the wet mouth, but you're not. You're just
And,
like,
yeah, I know. Oh, it's coming.
I need to chill out for a second. Same with the guy next to you. He's like, yeah, I feel ya.
12.
Drinking at a regular pace.
17.
Baldric still going strong. What? You peasants never had a drink off before.
Is this your first beer?
The table in competition with you, one of them vomits, and the other four drink at an incredible pace. So the largest Scotsman stands up, picks the table up, angles it towards himself, all the vomit streaming down the table, and he chokes on it. And himself throws up, and they're disqualified. You are the winners.
We win, you guys.
Just one last roll to not vomit, and that'll be your last round, and you win.
12.
Yep, the other two are completely average. Seeing that you're in the home stretch, just
10.
tipping away. Yeah.
23.
And Alden, to make up for his wet mouth earlier, just chugs the other two beers around the table. Done.
A warsman always finishes his drink
Aye.
Smashes the glass on the table.
and then eats it.
You gotta have the vital nutrients.
I thought you only ate glass when you were on
wood.
acid.
It's a warsman family tradition.
Dropping LSD and munching on broken glass.
That's correct. And I do it with a 21.
It's amazing.
Everyone is a bit horrified.
didn't even cut his mouth or
Nope.
anything.
Swallowed it whole.
A bell rings, and you all stand up and cheer. Hey!
We did
Hip
it.
hip hurrah, says the crowd. Hip hip hurrah!
Yeah, we did it.
Aye.
It was us. We were the ones.
The
The master of ceremony.
the MC, the master of ceremony.
The OGMC. Yeah, it's iced tea.
The master of ceremony comes and crowns your team with flowering laurels on each of your heads to signify your victory. And then definitely Baldric, do a quick roll off with me and the other NPC.
23.
All right, he got an 18, so you were the winner. So Baldric and you will have to have a drink off.
All right, Mr.
the
Long
victory.
Name. You face the shoveler.
He's gonna bury you.
Dig that liver in early grave. I will, I will.
Do you even know what a liver is?
Oh, no.
I like it with onions.
Yeah, it's the thing with the water over there, right?
Right, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Mm.
Bloody peasant. Just do 3 con rolls and add them up.
31.
45?
All right. So
That's more than me.
they set up your table with some paper cups. Somehow they make them. And you play an epic game of Survivor Flip Cup, where you are the last survivors at Baldric, having played this game many times at his royal parties.
And the shoveler he doesn't
Really
even know the rules.
Really has the flip of the cup over down and just
I just keep
crushes-
drinking and I'm like,
crushes
well,
you.
what we do with flipping? Yeah, I'm not.
This is fancy paper.
I start eating it.
starts
Like,
pocketing the paper.
I'll save
Oh,
this
yeah.
for next harvest season.
Yes.
Recycling. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Probably eat it for dinner.
The people who have lost come over and slap Baldric on the back and say,
I'm sorry, what?
"Oi, lad! Yeah, don't drink it. It's good."
Are they Welsh?
They're a Welsh-Scottish hybrid.
They're
So Northern Ireland.
they're Scots-Korean. That's why nobody can understand them.
The master of ceremonies comes and brings you a rather large, fancy ceramic stein with
Bit
painted,
bigger than this one.
with a scene of Germanic people with pointy hats sitting down next to a table with flowers and grapes. It's rather nice. All the way from Leipzig, where they know how to drink.
Let's take a break.
And we're back.
Of course, as the winners of the drink-off table are all given free entry into the Highland Games rock-throwing competition, which is right outside the tent, if you'd like to join.
That sounds like my cup of tea. Can I use me shovel?
No.
Oh.
I will give it a go, but strength isn't my forte.
Well, you've proven yourself quite strong by drinking a lot.
I have a strong liver, but not a strong back.
Well, what are you supposed to do? Labor,
Exactly.
right?
It's my job. Them nobles taking our jobs.
It's
They
the
took
Build a wall.
it's the 5 drinkers from your table, you guys, and then
Let's toss some boulders.
we've all seen Braveheart, except for
Really?
Alden, who's never watched any movie ever,
Unless it's...
except for Reanimator.
Do you
apparently.
own it?
Or that...
I don't
or,
own it.
Or
Okay.
SWAT 2. The one,
And
the zombie
SWAT
one?
and
I
SWAT
don't know.
2.
It was Navy SEALs and Navy SEALs 2. Criterion Collection. No, I've never seen Braveheart. And I don't own it.
It's alright.
But I know the gist of it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
The
William Wallace.
Scottish people fight
Prima nocta.
not...
blah, blah, blah. Sugar tits. Let's go.
Mel Gibson gets his dick cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Anyway, throwing rocks.
Yeah, throw your rocks. Athletics roll.
18.
Baldric Osmond IV throws a rock quite far. It's a big rock.
One might call it a boulder.
Yes. It's a 2-handed, bigger than your head. Shove it. The person after him throws it, and it lands exactly in the same place. Pretty exciting. It's like
Bust.
splitting the arrow in twain, except rocks. The third contestant
Splits the rock in two.
just picks up a rock and huffs it, and it goes quite a bit further than the other 2 rocks. One of the contestants after that has a little problem with the release and kind of drops the rock on his head. Dragged off bleeding profusely. The medical tent.
He took the brown acid.
Everyone's laughing at him.
It's just
Stupid.
a pit of dead bodies, right?
It looks like a tent on the outside, but inside
Yeah.
it's just
Inside
a hole in the
hole,
ground.
yeah.
It's a guy with a giant rock gash across his head. People with donkey bites from
They've
the
been
donkey
marked.
show.
They've been marked. They're not hurt, just marked. Kill them.
They bear the mark of the donkey.
One of the priestesses from the Temple of Blowhearth is the deity, is there tending the wounds.
Are the acolytes called blowies?
Herthes,
Oh, so close.
or Herthers. And then the other 2, the rocks nowhere near as far. You, how do you throw?
Oh, I got an 11.
You hasn't really thrown a rock in quite some time.
Not one that big.
Alden
19.
throws a rock further than Baldric's, but not as far as the great red-headed Scotsman who... the rock. But the top 3 competitors, of course, are chosen, and then there's a final throw-off. So the Scot throws
Great
the rock again.
Scott!
Throws it really far. Like, everyone kind of gasps. A maiden faints. It's amazing. Alden kind of underhanded granny tosses his rock a couple feet. And
Also got a 5.
Baldric sees that technique and says, that's probably the way to go.
I just figured I couldn't.
It works in bowling. Why doesn't it work in boulder toss?
I wasn't going to beat at this throw. So I went for style points instead of distance.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to jump in and throw a rock anyway with a 22.
Yu decides he is yet to be eliminated. And
I don't understand the rules.
much like a game of bocce, his rock flies out and clinks the Scotsman's. And there's another gasp echoes about the crowd.
It was good, right?
Hey!
You like that? It's good, right?
They say, aye, we have to have a throw-off, lad, says
Oh.
the Scotsman.
Oh.
Hey, these are not men. You're a man. You're a drinking, farting, shitting man.
It's about right.
Clasps your hand like in Predator with Arnold and that other guy. And squeezes your hand really hard.
All right. Oh, I got a 14.
Yeah. Suddenly you're Scottish.
Oh, no.
Aye, your grip's a bit weak there, lad, but you can throw a rock. This one last time.
All right.
Throw this rock with me.
All right.
But first, let's drink a pint.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm quite intimidated.
he drinks a pint at a, kind of a pace.
No, I got a 20.
You just slams the beer down and kind of waits for the great Scot to finish.
It's Shovler tradition.
Aye.
Just drink it in one go.
Aye. Yeah, you need to
Glum.
taste it.
Taste? Yeah, I don't think I was born with taste buds.
All right. And then the throw off. One last heave. Throw at the same time, lad.
All right.
The Scotsman does the triple spin shot put throw.
I kind of throw it between my legs.
But his aim is a bit off.
I got an 11.
And the Scotsman's rock kind of veers off into the crowd. And hits one of the spotters in the shoulder. And
To the medical pit.
screaming, he is taken to the medical pit. He says, "Hey, you! I like your throw. You're the winner today."
I think it's all right. All right.
I mean, he wasn't even this.
He wasn't even competing.
You seen his throw, lad? It's good.
I'm always competing.
It's good.
I could be competing right now if y'all weren't watching me.
And so the Scotsman picks up you on his shoulders, parades him around the fairground.
Yay!
The strongest lad in all the lands.
I'm the winner. I did it. I'm a somebody.
I always knew I'd be somebody.
Something more than a shoveler, I am. I'm a rock tosser. Bit of a tosser.
He says, "Yeah, come sit with me at the donkey show." The donkey.
It's a good thing I've got this smashed mask on. I don't think...
Hey, isn't it, brother?
All right.
So he carries you into the donkey tent through the back way.
Just grab the "don't let me in" sign. And go, "Oh,
Pulls you into the donkey tent through the back door.
we'll see, this will be a fun time. So it happened last time. Minus all the tossing.
Alden, roll me a d20.
What am I adding to it? Anything? Straight
Nothing.
roll? 2.
Wisdom.
2.
Okay.
Adding wisdom? 20.
As you enter the donkey show tent, you hear there's a lot of moaning coming from the injury tent. Looks like maybe there's too many injured people in there
Oh, the pit's
For the-
filling up.
for the Herther to.
The blowies.
The blowies to
Contain.
take care of.
Looks like probably going to need more people
More people for what?
if they're going to give proper medical care.
What, throw them in the pit?
I think they can probably take care of themselves.
All right. So you all go into the donkey show.
Of course.
It's a very large tent. There's stadium-style seating, much like your local American football Friday night game, under a tent. And then there's a circular mud ring covered in straw. And there are 6 donkeys on either side.
Is this gonna be like donkey fights? Is that what a donkey show is?
The
He said
Scotsman nudges you. 12 donkeys enter, and only one is crowned king.
What happens to the other ones? I didn't quite make it through the rest of the show I was at.
Pies.
Ooh, sure do love donkey pies. Before and after.
As well as Donkey Punch, don't forget. That sweet, tangy, coppery Donkey Punch.
Just hits you in the back of the head.
Coppery? Why is it coppery?
It's full of blood.
Irony.
It's about
It's so irony.
it's about 10% donkey and 90% grain alcohol.
Everyone knows that donkeys have copper-based blood, like an octopus.
Metallic.
First, they blow a whistle, and the donkeys start to do a little trot dance.
And then one of them
Back
pulls
and
out a
forth.
broadsword.
And it's kind of like a little donkey square dance. They trot forward and nuzzle each other, and then go around in a circle sideways, because they can do that.
By themselves? No, there's no handlers.
The handlers are
So they're trained.
whistling. They're trained donkeys.
Just 12 people going...
No, Buttercup! Do everyone perception?
19.
20.
One donkey is clearly better than the rest of them, and the Scotsman sees you looking at it, nudges your side, and says, "Aye, that's Ferris. Ferris is the greatest donkey the Scots ever bred. Look at him trot. Look at his mane, the way he swings his tail."
I think it's quite a hee-haw right there. Sure is.
So after the donkey dance, some laborers bring in some carts with stones piled all the way up, and the donkeys are to drag them across. And someone has a stopwatch of some kind. There's a man with a mechanical watch timing them, and the donkeys all pull. But Ferris is much faster than the rest of the other donkeys. Takes that event as well, and then the bray off. Speak donkey. And after all the events, they crown a laurel of hay around Ferris, the Scottish donkey.
They will crown him king.
He will be ridden by the king
A king for...
back to Scotland.
A crown for king.
People start rushing the winning donkey. They just want to pet his mane. But suddenly, one of the tent poles collapses. Dun, dun, dun. And everyone's covered by cloth.
I'm still with the Scotsman.
Aye.
Oh, Mr. Scott, I say we should probably get out of here with the donkey. Maybe not. It's just an idea. Sure was a nice donkey.
Aye, donkey like that. You could stud him and live the rest of your life like a king.
I was thinking more of a husband.
I was gonna say, does the Scotsman know that you's a donkey fucker? Like a serial donkey rapist?
He has no idea.
I've got a mash apple mask on, so no one can tell who I am.
This is the strongest drinker in all the lands.
No, he's the strongest tosser.
Tosser.
I'll be a real tosser. Mostly a shoveler.
I'm going to take out my rapier and try and cut my way out.
All right.
It's going to make it 16.
All right. Baldric cuts a hole through the tent and casually walks out over top of all the people struggling. Just like the feudal system.
On my way out, I'll shout, "This way to freedom! There's a hole in the tent!"
I'll go through that freedom hole.
To America. You emerge in a new world.
Let everyone remember that they came through my freedom hole.
Baldric's freedom hole. So when you get out, the medical tent is also collapsed, and people are kind of running around in a panic,
Where's the donkey?
wildly kicking underneath the tent,
Oh, sweet.
catching people as they're trapped, kicking them in the head,
Alright,
the back of the head.
I guess I'll let that sweet ass go.
All the donkeys are running in different directions.
I had to mule it over.
One of them
Die in a fire.
One of them has the most of the tent kind of just leaving, and the tent drags behind him. So most of the people are freed as Ferris flees into the night with a tent
Looking like
about
a really
him.
gigantic ghost.
A ghost donkey. Ferris is gone off into the night. He escapes.
Ferris finally got his day off. I'm sorry, Phil.
I'll help you. I'll lift you up on that one.
Wait. Mueller.
Ferris
Mueller.
Mueller.
And that's his name.
It's been a good show, guys.
And we're done.
Thanks for coming out.
You can follow us on Twitter.
Don't do it, though. Just you could, but don't.
Nobody does.
One of the blowies stumbles towards you, clutching her arm, saying, "Help me, Baldric!"
Can I do a medicine check and try and bind her arm quick?
Okay.
Just with a bit of cloth or something. With an 18?
She has a bite upon her arm, possibly from a donkey.
It would make sense.
You wrap it up in cloth. She seems a bit pale.
How close am I to this whole situation? And
You went out the freedom hole, right?
yeah.
The freedom hole or the blowy?
How close am I to the Herther?
About 20 feet.
20 feet. Now, since you are a nobleman, do you have any kind of guards or secret service that would be...
I feel like I should have some sort of entourage with me.
Or at least somebody watching you from afar?
Yeah,
At least you have enough money to buy them.
right.
Yeah.
So I should have at least
You have a trusty man, Steven.
a guard. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Not that Steven.
Oh.
He's a PH.
Oh.
And only one S.
Yeah.
He's a PhD.
Stefan, really.
Stefan.
All right.
Step hand.
Just wanted to make sure that I'm... Be careful.
Where are me and Great Scott?
Right with Baldric. You were right out the freedom hole.
Alright. Well, I'm not meant for this. I'm just gonna go that way, away from the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like freaking out, I'm just like walking away.
Right on cue, the fireworks start. Great
Cow.
explosions of red and blue and green up in the sky.
I was just cycling out myself with my shovel. It's beautiful, is it?
One of the fireworks kind of goes off a little helter-skelter, a little low, and catches the donkey tent on fire
As it's running away.
as it's running away.
No. It's going to get blisters on those hooves.
Not a flaming Ferris Mueller.
But Ferris escapes.
Oh, excellent.
He trots off braying into the night.
Goes to the highest hill behind in front of a full moon. He was meant to be king, but now he is free.
King of the donkeys.
A woods donkey.
You can call him Emperor.
They start growing tusks after a while in the forest when they go wild. So the fair is pretty fucked. Everyone starts heading back into town.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
As you get back to the square, people are leaving the temple and are shouting about how Lady Belthus came back to life during her funeral at the temple of Blowhearth. god of plenty. And one of the priests of Blowhearth called it a miracle and blessed the risen Lady Belfuse with an incense wand, and she attacked him, and everybody fled the temple in terror.
Alright, that place seems fucked as hell. Let's go somewhere else, innit?
If we can't go to the church, where can we go?
Oh, well, I don't go there anyway. They don't let me in either. It's the same donkey incident.
What happened to the priest?
He screamed and ran away.
But where is he now?
No one right knows. But the festival's still going on.
What happened to Lady Belhearth?
Belfuse?
Belfuse. She wandered off.
Oh.
So she's loose in the city?
She's loose in the city.
Well, she's back to
She's
life.
risen back to life. She's got business to attend to.
She's enjoying the festival.
We're almost at tax season, I get it. Tariff season, I get it.
Ooh, yes, there we go.
Gotta squeeze those peasants. Every penny.
Oh, I do love tariff season. Sure do love a nice squeeze.
Hugh doesn't have very much money, so when the tax collectors come round, they need to squeeze his lemon.
Oh, they get a lot out of the lemon. Sure do. Ooh.
Squeeze his lemon until the juice runs down his leg.
Oh, yeah!
Gets kind of bruisey. But only a little.
But it's not good unless it's bruised.
Oh, yeah, you don't want an unbruised lemon.
Much like an unbruised banana.
What's a banana? What?
A yellow fruit.
What? A lemon?
Or a kind of pudding. A delicious pudding.
Mud?
Almost.
Like a blood pudding.
Oh, no, alright. Similar to blood mud. Not quite close, maybe?
Close.
Alright.
Not as good to eat as blood mud.
It's real good.
So as everyone is in the square, a bunch of city guards march in, order everyone to remain calm.
Remain calm.
There is a sickness. Everyone is to...
Get down.
Ooh, That seems a bit pedantic.
Are we under quarantine, or...
What's that word?
What can... God damn it.
Everyone is to stay where they are.
Alright, so I freeze.
Same.
He doesn't mean you need to freeze. He just means to stay put.
What's a freeze?
Like a Grecian freeze.
You know, in winter,
Oh,
when
eh?
the river becomes hard
Yeah.
and it doesn't move, that's a freeze.
Well, I mean, it moves a little.
So you can move a little bit, but don't go real
Alright,
far.
I start moving very slow motion. Like this. It's good.
Yeah,
That
order
is
everybody
completely fine, you.
Alright, thanks.
to line up and kind of circle around the fountain.
Wait, do you want me to line or do you want me to circle? I'm not sure. I start making a circle or a line with my body and go, oh, no. I don't even know what these shapes are. I'm not.
You've got a live one here!
I'm sorry,
You know?
he's only good with shapes and colors, and he's not
Boulders.
really good with those either.
Is it a rock?
It's really tossing and shoveling, and them's my strong points. That's about it, really.
Everyone still wearing a bunch of masks. Somebody...
Has mine fallen off my face yet?
Yeah, you don't have an applesauce
It's
mask
just-
anymore.
oh,
It's gone.
So by this point, I would have taken my rotting pumpkin mask off.
Naturally.
I'm still wearing my scarecrow mask. So we're circling around the
Around the fountain,
like it's Whoville.
so they can check you out. Make sure you're not sick.
Oh, like in the mind?
Physically.
Oh, alright. I should pass that one.
So they come around and they get to you and they ask about the woman that you bandaged who's with you. What's that? Yeah.
Is she with me?
Yeah.
She followed us here?
Yeah, she came with.
Well,
Okay.
they came up to us when you were bandaging.
Banjo.
No, you guys
her.
came to the
Banjo.
square.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, 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 ding.
But she's following
Healed.
you around because,
This-
strong men.
You're white knighting her.
Yeah. This woman had a bite on her arm. I assumed from the donkey show, so I bandaged it for her. And apparently she's been following us since the fairgrounds.
Is that true? Oh, yes, it is. It wasn't a donkey though. It was one of the men from the
Hospital pit.
hospital pit at the fair.
What?
Was hit by a rock. Got a little bitey.
Oh. Well.
You didn't
I
tell
don't
me
know
you were.
her.
You didn't tell me you were bitten by a man.
It's not the first time.
You sound very pretty.
There you go again.
I bit her.
It was Alden.
You better.
No. Not tonight.
Not this time.
They drag her off.
Yeah, I got no problem with that one.
Yeah.
She's of no concern to me.
Just a bloody peasant. Oh, wait. No, she's a bloody peasant. Yeah,
He's
we're
a
good.
bloody peasant.
I'm a shoveler.
So they drag her off. Some other people in the crowd are taken away and do an insight check. Perception, I guess? Perception.
Yeah, I got a 5.
12.
13.
You hear some splashing behind you in the fountain.
Quick turn.
Somebody who appears to be drunk is stumbling towards you.
Towards Alden? Or
Towards Alden.
Okay.
I think
Very, very intently staring at you.
I think he likes you.
I'm going to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do I recognize him at all?
Some old guy with a big red nose.
Rudolph, is that you? Yeah.
So I'm going to alert one of the guards that there's a drunkard, just, he looks a little ill.
Was his nose so red?
He's drunk.
All right.
That is what we call a gin blossom.
What's gin? What's a blossom? What's everything you just said?
It's too long and complicated
all right,
to
that's-
explain.
I wouldn't
the
get
guards come in and approach the fellow, start asking him stuff, and he just kind of stares at them and shuffles forward. They tell him that if he approaches any further, they'll have to resort to force. And he continues forward, so one of the guards takes out his sword and stabs him right in the stomach.
That'll show him the business.
And the guy leans forward into the sword,
Oh,
grabs the guard.
oh dear. Looks like he was not shown enough of the business.
One of the other guards says, "Great blow off! God of plenty, what is this?"
That's right, fuck that is. He's so
swings-
drunk he doesn't even feel it. It's awful.
Swings at the guy, chops him in the leg, but he still is grabbing the guard that stabbed him in the stomach. And he bites him right in the face.
Oh.
Oh, that's... I've never been that drunk before. Not even at the donkey show.
Have you ever had bath salts?
Oh, what? What's salt? Also, what's a bath? You mean Bath, England? No, never been there. Never heard of it.
You'd have to hire a donkey, says
And
the
they
Scotsman.
they don't let me in there anymore.
At this point, I'm going to try and attack the crazed man with my rapier.
All right.
As a merchant, do I have I guess a dagger? Mm-hmm. All right. So I'll probably pull that out of my boot.
As 15
You hit him.
for a whole 8 points of damage.
All right.
So I'll probably make an attack then as well.
Ah.
15 to hit,
All right.
6 damage. Now, has he let go of the
The other guard's face.
guard's face
So
yet?
yeah,
or is
he's biting the guard's face still. Kind of has a bit of a hold on his nose and his cheek. But Baldric and Alden swing well.
Beat him
and
off?
Stab him in the neck and Alden in the head, and he doesn't move anymore.
But yet he still is clamped down.
Yeah, I mean,
like
so
a-
you gotta
Rigor
kind of
mortis sets
you
in.
wanna maybe pry him
Stuck
off.
on his face.
Pry him off the guard.
Yeah.
Well, the guard pushes him off, takes a bit of his face with him.
Oh, that looks real nasty.
A lot of blood splattering down in the.
Oh, you've got red on you.
I believe he should go to the medical tent.
Toss him in the pit. Toss him in the pit.
Oh, well, no, he's
guard-
got a helmet.
The guard
Sort of like helmets.
fucking hell, and wraps his shirt around his head in kind of like a
Burkini.
diagonal burkini, so his one eye is still out, and you can see feels a little worse for wear.
Woozy.
So wouldn't the other guard then now wouldn't take him away as well? Get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
Put him down.
Eric, I'm sorry, we gotta take you back to the quarantine zone.
Or maybe we could take his shield and sword. Perhaps his chainmail. Maybe his shoes. I would like some shoes.
Get back, you bloody peasant!
All right.
Says the guard. Kind of kicks towards you.
I'm
but
not
doesn't-
bloody. He's bloody. It's fair. Persuasion check.
That's not what bloody means.
Persuasion check. Oh, I got a 9. Yeah.
The guard who's bit kind of spits at you and clutches his stuff, but just kind of
All
spits on your
right.
chest.
Fine. Could I have one shoe?
No!
No. All right.
Good Sir Guard, seeing as you're missing half of your face and probably won't be needing it in the near future, might I requisition your shield?
Who are you?
I am Lord Baldric Goodwin Landon Oswin IV.
BGLO.
BGLO.
Beejlow.
All right. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Gives yous.
What, are you giving me shield? I can't even get your shoes. Here I am wearing dead turtles on my feet.
And
Turtles in England? I don't know.
Aye, they do.
might I borrow your boots for my associate?
Now I'll be needing those.
Are you completely positive you'll be needing
It's
those?
alright, I'm used to the turtles at this point.
Can
How much you got?
I roll a persuasion?
Yeah.
I kind of want you to still have turtle shoes.
For 14?
I didn't want them, but just keep them.
A gold piece in the yours.
Yeah, just let them keep the boots.
Gold
I'm
piece
used-
in the yours.
As soon as I said dead turtles, I kind of want to keep them.
Toss him a gold.
They were my pets once.
Kicks off his boots.
Until I done shoved my feet in them.
He kicks off his boots and walks over to the inn that they've appropriated for people that they think might be infected.
Oh, not the inn. Where am I supposed to get?
Infected?
The inn of the prancing donkey.
Where am I supposed to get my drink on now?
I assume there's other inns.
Yeah, it's one inn of 6 on the square.
I've procured these boots for you, so that you might not need to walk round in
My dead turtle
turtle
shoes.
shells.
Well, I mean, I think it's actually an interesting aspect of my character at this point, so I think we're going to keep him.
Slide on them
Yeah.
down the cobblestones.
Oh, I'll add the shoes to my pack.
Like little footies.
I don't have a pack. These shoes will be my pack.
You can
packs.
tie them round your waist with a bit of rope you're using as a belt.
Yeah.
So they put the guard inside of the inn. And a few minutes they check the rest of the people. No one seems to be in any kind of bad state like that guy that bit the guard in the face. And there's suddenly a bit of commotion from the inn. A lot of yelling, and the 2 guards that are posted door are shielding people back into the inn. Get back, you fucking wanks! Punching people as they're surging out of the inn.
Oh, that looks bad.
And
Perhaps we should go.
as the
Burn it
guards are doing that, the people inside the inn grab a hold of their shields and rip them away. And one of them is bitten upon the arm. The other one, the guard stabs one of the people in the head. And at least 6 wounded people surge out of the inn. You won't keep me in there, those things. And that's where we'll call it.
All right. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube over at Botched Podcast. Thank you for the people who support us over on patreon.com/botchpodcast.
Thank you.
And thanks to the people who leave us 5-star reviews over at iTunes.
And as always, you can shove your feetsies into corpses of turtles, dance a jig, and scream botch, and we'll probably know about it.
Thanks, nerds.
See you next week, nerds.